We are talking retirement income funds today with investment specialist Yvonne Delry from FirstOntario Credit Union. She's registered with Credential Asset Management to provide investment advice. So, RRIFs and LIFs. I've never actually heard of a LIF before. So what's a RRIF, first of all?
Okay, so first of all, in previous Wealth Wednesdays, we've talked about RSPs. That's the saving portion for your retirement. We talked about how much you need to be saving and the benefits of it. But once you have gotten to the point where you're going to retire, you have been saving, now it's time to turn your retirement savings into an income stream.
Okay.
So at age 71, so you can turn them into an income stream before age 71, but at age 71, you now have to turn your retirement savings into a RRIF or a LIF.
Okay, and what's the difference between the two?
So a RRIF stands for Registered Retirement Income Fund. RSPs, which is what you have done your own contributions into, that turns into a RRIF. A LIF, which is Life Income Fund, came from a LIRA, which is your locked-in retirement account. If you have an employer who has got a group pension plan,
right,
and they have been contributing into that for you, if you leave, if it is vested, you have the option, or most companies will give you the option, to take your earned pooled funds of your retirement pension plan with them and transfer it over to your own financial institution. With a RRIF, no minimum age to convert it into a RRIF, your RSPs into a RRIF. There is a minimum amount that you have to take, but you can take more. With a LIF, they are locked in under certain jurisdictions. There is a minimum age to convert, a minimum amount, but also a maximum amount. Because they are meant to last a lifetime, there's a maximum amount that you are allowed to take out.
Okay, so could a person have both a RRIF and a LIF?
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you worked for a company that had a pension plan for you, but you have also been saving for yourself, which I encourage people to save for themselves, because you should be ensuring that you are in charge of your retirement savings. All of this is so important because we want to have the extra income to support our retirement dreams past what has been given through government pensions and employer pensions.
Especially with people living longer than expected, right? Much longer than our grandparents did.
Yes, absolutely. So the calculation, so the amount that you can take out, so there is a minimum amount. The CRA has set a schedule, which is a percentage based on your age. It goes up every year.
Okay.
So they take the value of your RRIF as of the beginning of the year, times the percentage that is associated by your age, and that is your minimum amount. With a RRIF, you can take out more, but you have to take out at least that minimum amount.
And then are those withdrawals taxed?
Yes, so anything that you take out of your registered plan is taxable income. So I want to stress this, because I have people sit in my office and go, I regret doing RSPs because now when I take it out, I have to pay taxes on it. But I say to them, but you have to remember that when you were working in your prime earning years, you were getting a tax deduction.
Yes, yeah.
So you were in a higher marginal tax rate than when you retire. Retirement, you're usually in a lower marginal tax rate. So what you withdraw, taxable income, but it's less taxes.
Okay,
so
great.
Dream plan achieved.
We've run out of time, but I do want to make time because FirstOntario has, they've been gracious enough to use, kind of facilitate our e-transfer for our
the
toy drive. And you have an amount up to date at the moment.
I have one as of yesterday morning.
Okay.
So $9,386.92. So
okay.
Very generous. I know it's been a tough year, so
yeah.
very generous. Oh. And that's not including all the gifts and all the practical things that come in.
These are e-transfer donations. You can still do an e-transfer donation. We'll get the information up a little bit later. You have until Sunday to do that. Yvonne, thanks very much, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you for having me.